Okay.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pachenik. Today I want to express my condolences to the people in California who lost their lives and lost their homes, and how many hundreds of thousands of people had to flee. Now, I am not gloating, but I have written about this problem for over 20 years. I have blamed Governor Brown and now Governor Newsom, who has done nothing in San Francisco. But basically, the issue of water has been a paramount issue in California. They have not addressed it, and they have to. Now let's get to another issue, equally important, and that's the corruption in Broward County. Broward County is under the auspices of Debbie Wasserman Schultz. As you know, this is a lady who allowed and sanctified 3 Pakistanis to intercede in the internet and to hack all types of internet and walk away with $4 million. She's also the one who worked against Bernie Sanders so Hillary Clinton could win. And more importantly, she was instrumental in hiring the principal and chief officer in the public schools to make sure that Parkland became a false flag. 10 people did not die. There was no killing there. So what do we expect in a Democratic outpost like this? I expect corruption. I think Broward County is replete with corruption, and the people in charge know this. I know this. Now, how do I know this? Number one, living in Miami-Dade and also overlapping Broward County, I had the good fortune to try to vote. Now, when you try to vote in Miami-Dade, where there are a lot of Hispanics and the Democratic Party seems to be quite powerful, I went in one day on 5th Street, South Beach, and I asked for a ballot. The woman looked at me and I said, ¿Tú hablas español? She said, sí, yo puedo hablar. I can speak Spanish. And ¿Tú hablas inglés? And she couldn't respond. That was the first person. Then I said to the second person, is this the correct ballot that I have? Because I want to vote Republican. And the second woman, who was Hispanic, also looked at me with total indifference and dismay, almost shrugging her shoulders, saying, I really don't know what you're saying. I finally said to a woman there who was in charge, apparently in charge, who was Hispanic, I said, this is not acceptable. We're in America. You have people here who are manning the voting stations who do not speak English. They're Hispanic. And the woman accused me of being a racist. I said, it happens to be that I'm Cuban, but it happens to be, more importantly, that I'm an American. And in America, we speak English. And in America, when I vote, I want to make sure that the people who control the voting booths speak English and understand what they're doing. They're not getting paid just to be there. And in this case, they're not getting paid by the Democratic Party. She was completely insulted. I said, who is your boss? And of course, a white guy came out, a young college student said, can I help you, sir? I said, you certainly can. Would you explain how 25% of the 15 people here do not speak English and they have no idea of what they're doing? He started to answer and I said, son, just make a straight answer and explain to me how this is possible in the United States of America, that we have people manning the booths who do not speak or understand English, and you're paying them with my tax dollars. He got flustered and upset. I said, this is not acceptable. I want you to shut down this voting booth. And I called up Tallahassee, and of course they were ineffectual. And recently I've called up Tallahassee, the election board, and they were completely ineffectual. So what we have is an ineffectual system that oversees a corrupt system at the local levels. Let me quote the former Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who said, there is a lot of corruption in voting. And I said, no kidding. And then John Adams, who retorted by saying, look, if we don't have votes, we are going to end up in slavery. Amen. Good night and good luck.